Hello Rom, this is Mark Flopsy Shepherd once again, and welcome back to the Neolemmix Introduction Pack 2020 edition by Eco2Lot. In the previous video, we did levels 6 to 11 in the Basic Training 1 rank, so now we're on Basic Training 1 level 12, with 50 lemmings and 50 to be saved, called the Backup Wall. So, more advice from Eco2Lot before this level begins. Builders can be used to create walls that could serve as a one-way substitute for a blocker. Simply place 3 builders right next to each other and watch them slowly become a wall for the side they are facing. Builders are also useful to seal up tunnels so that the lemming digging them ends up separated from the crowd. Yeah, okay, I kind of got that. So basically, he's talking about any kind of digging, bashing, mining, what have you. Just have an extra skill ready to free the crowd afterwards. Okay, so as he was saying, do the 3 builder wall. I don't think they need to be perfect. I don't think they need to be perfectly placed. Just as long as there's like a 6 pixel gap here, yeah, that's fine. So now we're going to start bashing the wall, and this is the other piece of advice he gave. Doing a builder here to stop the other lemmings following through the basher tunnel. And because of the way the builders are designed, the lemmings will walk back up the builder bridge. That won't be very obvious to people who don't already know that, so it's worth pointing out. But I guess coming from that level where we were going zigzagging up with the ice blowers, that probably would have become apparent, I'd imagine. Got just enough skills to get this level done. So literally, they're making sure you get these big gaps done in one builder now. So Eco2Lot's not really pulling any punches. I like the fact that the polar tile set's got a Scottish flag on it. That's very patriotic from the creators of Lemmings. Okay, so not a bad level to start us off there. Forgot to reset my time from the previous video, so I'll just deduct 3 minutes from it. Okay, Basic Training 1, Level 13. The Builder Drain. 40 lemmings, 40 to be saved. I'm not really a fan of this tile set. It's just very square and boring. Okay. So we've got to be a bit more proactive in the way we do this. So let's do a builder wall like Eco2Lot suggests, since we can't lose any lemmings. So there's our builder wall. We just need 1 builder handy to get them out. All we need to do is build to the top of it like that. Okay. So after thinking about it, I'm going to decide to go. I'm going to go left up here next to the Sega logo here, because going into that trap leftwards would be. Well, I'm just saying, going this way going up there would be a bit messy. Probably better to go this way. I hope I just make it over the trap trigger. It's quite a low trap trigger, but I don't quite make it, so I'm going to have to come around again. Okay, now I make it over. That's good. So a lemming has to be on top of the pink, touching the pink with its feet to get caught by the trap. Okay. Oh, crud. Forgot about that. So I did that so the trap's sealed off in both directions. Okay, so we've got plenty of skills left over to free the crowd. So maybe not the route you were expecting, maybe, but it's done. Okay, not a bad level there. I am getting a bit bored of Builder Fests though, so I hope that all the Builder Fests are going to be out of the way soon. Okay, top-down approach. This is probably my most common type of level. So 10 lemmings, 11 to be saved. Basic training 1, level 14. Bashers won't stop when encountering a slight steel slope, as they are able to go slightly upwards or downwards. So don't give up on them while facing these slopes. Climbers can be turned into shimmiers right before hitting their heads. When giving them a shimmier close to the ceiling, they transition into a shimmier and won't fall down. This allows you to reach new areas. Let's test both these things out. I actually knew about this trick, to be fair. It's actually a pretty nifty trick, I think. So bashers will follow slight inclines of steel, like that. They'll hug steel. And he said about climbers and shimmiers. I'm kind of getting a heads up of what needs to be done in this level, which is a little bit of a... So look, if you do it on the very last frame, you can actually turn it into a shimmier. But I've also learned now that you can actually jump off of walls, so you don't have to do that necessarily. Okay, we don't want the climber to turn around. So we use the cloners to turn to make a lemming facing the opposite way. That's a perfectly legitimate strategy. Most people like to use cloners in magical ways, like making sure it's used when a skill is in use. But it's not exactly wrong to use it in the way I used it. I see. We need the other shimmier to stop this climber from splatting. I was wondering why we had one left over. If you just keep clicking, then that also works, because as you're clicking, it advances the frames on the level. I think it only works when you're in pause mode, though. Can remember those days when you used to be playing the Amiga Lemmings, and while you're waiting for the builder to stop building, you'd be frantically clicking the button just to make sure you don't miss the assignment. Okay, reach around, basic training 1, level 15. So 50 lemmings, 50 to be saved. I'm guessing we're using that basher trick again. A pickup skill can contain more than just one use of a skill. A number next to it will indicate the amount it provides. Yeah, it can only provide one type of skill though. It can't have like one glider or one basher, for example, in a single pickup skill. Also, gliders can bounce off walls, and they will just bounce off and glide the other way, and not just simply fall down after hitting a wall. Shimmies stop when they regain ground under their feet. There is a certain pillar here which will demonstrate this. Yeah, probably that one, I suspect. Okay, so they're builders. We've got builders in this level, that's interesting. I think the level can still be solved. I think it's just high enough that two builders will meet in the middle. Okay, so we missed that then. Oh, notice how the shimmy stops when the lemming's got ground underneath its feet. So if the trigger area of the lemming, which is under its feet, collides with terrain, it will start walking again. Okay, that's very precise, that is. Okay, I'm confused. Does the lemming actually need to do the first bridge first or something? It's just the crowd can't do it. We can't do it like with the crowd walking around behind it. Yeah, the lemming stops halfway, that's good. Okay, so we'll just do what we did before. So we'll skip all that because we know what happens there. So I've learned that nice little bashing trick. It's nice to see it used in levels anyway. And look at that, perfectly meets up. Okay, so all these clumps have like 12 lemmings crammed into them. That's an interesting concept, isn't it? Okay, so we'll move on to level 16 now. Ooh, scrap the buttons. It's a scrap brain level. I actually did have a look at this level just to see if it worked correctly, but I didn't play it. I just saw if it displayed correctly. So Scrap Brain's actually got a visual update from the one you probably using. So this is even a visual update from what Iko2lot would see on his end. So let's see how it goes. He's used a hell arrow in it, which I'm not really a fan of. Although I like the hell tile set. 20 lemmings, 20 to be saved anyway. And we still got no follow-up advice. We've got a little bit of a puzzle. I like puzzles on Scrap Brain levels. Maybe he's using the arrow to point out something with a blocker. Yeah, that's probably a reasonable assumption. So some visual updates in this include the button is now flashing. There's been no updates to that flamethrower. The cog now spins more fluidly thanks to Willem. And I've added some extra frames to the electric animation there. And the exit now the locked exit also has an animation, so it's a nice to see that being showed off as well in this level. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's not good. Perhaps we need to use a platformer to get back onto the updrafts. Yeah, that's fine. Or we can just do this. Take the simplicity out of it. And I also made the button noise. I don't know if you heard it then. It's like the noise from the actual Sonic game. Okay, that buzzsaw is very dangerous. Okay, he's stuck in a loop now, which is not good. Will it still be a loop if we do a basher here? No, we can't bash through this. Okay, maybe this will be better. Rather than using a climber, we just use a fencer. That way there's no falling involved. Okay, so the exit should open any minute now. It made a little noise there, but it was quite hard to hear it over the music. So as you can see, because the updraft is right at the bottom, it mitigates any splats from the lemmings. Okay, I don't know why I freed the blocker that early, because we're actually not quite done yet. Okay, that was a good level, that was. I'm actually quite a fan of that one. I can see why the arrow is used. Any arrow in or any other tile set would have done the trick, though. Okay, how long are we on? Have we got time for one more? Yeah, especially if it's a small level like this. Okay, airdrop incoming. Basic training 1, level 17. 20 lemmings, 20 to be saved. Walkers can be assigned to shimmiers to make them stop immediately and cause the lemming to fall down. This can be used to reach places which they would otherwise just shimmy over. In combination with floaters or gliders, this can be quite a powerful combination to get access to new parts of the map. Oh yeah, okay. So what he's saying is, if a shimmy is going across the ceiling, you can actually use a walker to make it fall down in its current location. It's very handy for hitting these buttons. Oh, come on. That music was required on the previous level. The music rotation is random, so I can't really do much about the music, unfortunately. So that's what he's hinting at. Luckily they survived the drop, so it's not necessary to really sign another climber. Okay, now we go for the shimmier drop on the Okay, we missed it then. Okay, so what we have to do is, because of the way it is, because we've only got 3 builders, nothing to turn lemmings around, we have to make sure the lemmings go up directly and hit the exit. So we need a miner about here. And because we've got 3 builders, it's not really going to be an issue getting up to the exit. We do not understand why we've got floaters and gliders on this level. I can understand the floaters now, actually. Because that climb would be very troublesome. Sometimes you can get away with it. I wouldn't advise doing gliders if you can get away with it, because gliders will move in weird ways and they can get stuck in infinite loops very easily. Whereas if it's just a floater, the climb will fall where it climbed up. Because if we use the glider, the chances are the lemming might land on that platform here. And it doesn't show you the trajectory because it's actually impossible to assign a glider. Okay, not a bad level to finish the video on anyway, so I'll be stopping the video here and we'll be finishing off the basic training 1 rank in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching and I shall see you next time.